Hello everyone, welcome to Barca News. It is November 15th, 2024, and Ronald Araujo has taken a huge step towards his final recovery. Also, Lothar Mathaus, the Bayern Munich legend, fears that Joshua Kimmich could join Barcelona this upcoming summer. And finally, Deco has revealed the real cost of Vitor Roque and what are Barcelona's plans with the Brazilian player. We have a lot to discuss. So let's begin. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Mo, and before we begin with the news, just a quick reminder to make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment. All of this helps this channel continue to grow. Also, if you are looking for any Barcelona jerseys or merchandise, make sure you head to Goal Kits, Kickback, or Fanatics. And if you are looking to place any sports bets, make sure you head to Bet Us. All links are down below in the description. Now, begin this video with the great news that Ronald Araujo has taken a huge step towards his recovery, as today he took his training to the grass, which means he is finalizing his recovery and he is one step closer to being declared fit. Now, as you know, Ronald Araujo suffered a serious injury during the summer while he was with Uruguay in the Copa America. He tore the tendon of his hamstring muscle in his right thigh. As a result, Araujo had to undergo surgery to repair that tear, and that surgery usually takes 4 to 5 months to recover from. However, Ronald Araujo has been working very hard in order to accelerate his recovery and come back earlier than what initially expected. And well, today Ronald Araujo took a huge step, because today Araujo was seen training on the grass, and in fact Barcelona posted a video of the Uruguayan captain doing some strength and mobility exercises, which I do recommend you to see it, because Araujo is looking stronger than ever. Of course, I would show you the video on the channel, but it would get flagged for copyright, so I recommend you check out Barcelona's social media pages so you can see the Bull, our Uruguayan captain, back in action on the grass. Now, it's reported that Ronald Araujo could be back as soon as the Celta Vigo match, which is the first match right after the FIFA international break is over, and if not, he could be back by the Brest match in the Champions League, which will be a few days after the Celta Vigo. And of course, that's great news, because right now we don't have any reliable center backs to rotate with Íñigo and Pau Cubarsí. So it's good to know that Araujo will be available to rotate with those two, because after all, Araujo will have to earn his spot on the starting team, because right now, given the form of Íñigo and Cubarsí, it's not going to be an easy task for Araujo to make his way back into the starting lineup. Now, speaking of players coming back to action or experiencing some action, I've been getting a lot of questions. Mo, when is Wojciech Szczesny going to play? He so far has spent 6 matches on the bench, 4 La Liga matches and 2 Champions League matches more recently. And there's been a lot of question when we'll see Wojciech Szczesny in action. And of course, as you know, Hansi Flick has been happy with Iñaki Peña. He has said that he has no reason to take off Iñaki Peña, because he hasn't given him any reason to take him off from the starting lineup. And as such, it means that Wojciech Szczesny might not start in La Liga or in the Champions League anytime soon. So when can we see the Polish goalkeeper? And well, most likely we're gonna have to wait until January. Now you might say, why January? Well, that's because in January, that's when Barcelona will start playing the Copa del Rey. And as you know, it's a Barcelona policy to have the first team's goalkeeper play La Liga and the Champions League, and the second goalkeeper to play the Copa del Rey. So if that's the case, if Iñaki Peña remains the starting goalkeeper, that means that we'll see Szczesny as Barcelona's goalkeeper in the Copa del Rey, which again, Barcelona will start participating in January, because the bigger teams usually join later on. Now, more news, because the Bayern Munich legend Lothar Mathaus has reportedly, or has stated, that he fears that Joshua Kimmich could be joining Barcelona during the summer. Now, this is what Lothar Mathaus had to say. Bayern have a great team, a great style of play, and a great atmosphere. But maybe Kimmich wants to try something different. We know that at Barcelona there is a coach, Hansi Flick, who holds him in very high regard. Now, as you know, Joshua Kimmich has been linked with Barcelona, given that his contract expires at the end of the season. So far, he has not renewed with Bayern Munich, despite Bayern Munich's several attempts to extend the contract of the German midfielder. And since Kimmich is someone that Barcelona have tracked for some time, and since Xavi Hernandez requested his signing on multiple occasions, Kimmich has been linked multiple times with Barcelona, and now Lothar Mathaus stating that he fears that Kimmich could be joining Barcelona in order to, experience a new chapter, and that would be a loss for Bayern Munich, given that Joshua Kimmich is a very important player for the Bundesliga club. And today I say, Lothar Mathaus, don't worry. I don't think Kimmich is going to join, not because he might not want to, but because, as I've reported many times before, Barcelona are not interested in signing a defensive midfielder anymore. They're very happy with Marc Casado and with Marc Bernal, even though he's injured. And as such, Barcelona have no plans to sign any defensive midfielders, whether it be Kimmich or Onana or anyone else. Barcelona consider those positions as covered, and as such, they won't be looking for any defensive midfielders in the market. So don't worry, Lothar Mathaus. Kimmich will not be coming to Barcelona. I don't know if he's going to end up at Bayern Munich or somewhere else, but Barcelona is definitely not going to be a destination for the German midfielder. Now, more news because Deco has talked about Vitor Roque. As you know, Deco has given an extensive interview to Mundo Deportivo, where he hasn't left any stones unturned. In fact, I covered some of his statements in yesterday's video. And well, now it's time to talk about Vitor Roque, because Deco has revealed how much the Brazilian player cost Barcelona. Now, this is what Deco had to say. He cost 30 million euros plus variables that he has not fulfilled, as it is normal because we have not won titles yet, and he has not played a percentage of games. He arrived in January after being injured before coming. Maybe he wasn't in the right shape when he arrived, and he went straight to play in Barbastro and in Arabia without a proper plan. So Deco confirming that yes, all those reports that you heard that Vitor Roque had cost 30 million euros were correct. Of course, it's estimated that another 30 were in variables. However, given that Vitor Roque has not really played much for Barcelona, given that Barcelona have not won any titles, those 30 million euros in variables have not been paid. So far, the Brazilian has cost Barcelona 30 million euros. And then Deco adding that he thinks the reason why Vitor Roque struggled initially was because he arrived out of shape, because he was injured for, I think it was a couple of months, and then he took off some time for his wedding. So Deco saying that was probably the reason for Vitor Roque's initial struggles. Now, Deco was asked on whether Barcelona planned to bring back Vitor Roque, and this is what the Barcelona sporting director had to say. We don't make any plans. The most important thing for him was to play. Vitor's plan was to come this season, and if he couldn't be registered due to fair play, to give him a season's playing time. He came in January because the coach asked for it with Gavi's injury. Vitor's plan remains the same as before. It has not changed. If there was no fair play, and as he was not one of the priority players to sign, he was going to look for a loan so that he continued to grow in a La Liga team. So Deco here is stating two things. First, confirming that the reason Vitor Roque came before schedule, he was supposed to arrive this summer, he arrived in January, was because Xavi Hernandez requested it. And then the second thing, kind of selling us some BS story, telling us that the reason Vitor Roque left was because financial fair play, because Barcelona couldn't register him. So as such, they had to send him out on loan so he can continue growing and developing. But I think we all know that that's not the reason why Roque left. Roque left because he could not convince Xavi Hernandez that he deserved a spot on the first team. Doesn't look like he was able to convince Flick either during the preseason. And that's most likely why he left. I don't think it was a financial fair play problem. I think it was strictly a performance problem. And, having said that, I think we still deserve an explanation from Deco and the club on what the hell happened with Vitor Roque. If he was such a great player, if there were so many positive reports, why didn't he succeed? Now you might say, well, adaptation. Okay, fine. Again, if he's that good, why didn't we wait long enough for him to adapt? Why did we have to send him out on loan after only a few months? And then if he's not good enough, then what the hell went wrong? How did the scouts get it so wrong where they made all these positive reports, but in reality, Roque wasn't good enough? I think we deserve an explanation either way, which I have yet to hear. All I'm hearing is excuses. Oh, he struggled because he was out of shape. Oh, he left because of financial fair play. These are some of the things that I don't like about this administration, but nonetheless, there's the news. You let me know what you think. That is all for this video. I did do the podcast earlier today. If you haven't seen it, make sure to check it out. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment. And as always, peace, Barca.